really does look like an evangelist, and I'm feeling like, yeah, I should just carry. Okay, no,
Pastor, where's your color? Where's your color?
Now you don't carry the Bible. No, they have big Bibles. Now just iPad or the tablet, something, and they just go behind him. And
yeah, you're always holding it.
Yeah,
faithfully. Then you hand him a bottle of water.
That's very cool. Okay, but then we have Idemudia Dima Okojie in the house. Did I get that right?
Correct.
There again.
Correct. Okay, not many people get it.
So how you feel like, hey, they actually now. Maybe he gets an S4, you can't say.
All right, so it's great to have you in the house, sir.
Thank you very much.
Great to have you. And now I just want to get straight into it. Now, before we started off, we were talking about something, and it's quite remarkable. Now, remember, you can call in. Jyro, please, can you do the honors?
I'm also calling on 08091222283, 08091222284, 08091222285, 08091222286, 0814-0000283, 0814-0000284. In case I'm too fast for you, the numbers are scrolling across your screen if you're watching us on television. If you're not, you can contact, or you can get the contact on all our social media platforms, including WeChat. Thank you.
If I had to get an automated system to do all of that, man, I'll really pay so much. Thank you very much, Jyro.
Yeah, so pay me now.
Calm down now.
What? No?
Okay. So we're talking about something you spoke. Now it's WeChat we're talking about. You spoke about something quite unique with WeChat, the ability to create apps in WeChat. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so luckily, and I'll say luckily for this market, we skipped the PC era, right? Okay. We're a mobile-first environment. So most people in Nigeria and rest of West Africa, their first experience on the internet is via their mobile.
Definitely
simple. So you've got a scenario where a lot of companies, whether large or small, are trying to build native apps. Native apps are apps you have on your different mobile operating systems. So you've got Android, you've got for Apple, iOS, you've got for Windows Phone and the likes. Now, the thing about it is that you spend a lot of time, effort, resources trying to build apps on those platforms. That's even the easy part. The difficult part is trying to get people to download your app. So you need to have huge financial muscles to market it and promote it and get people to download. And that's if people will download. So basically what we've done is that within WeChat, we have a feature called Official Accounts, which is basically an app. So for free, you can create your app. You can get it discovered because the WeChat official account store is for Nigeria. So you're not struggling with hundreds of millions of other apps to get noticed, you know? So your apps can get noticed. People can do anything. So today we've got an Auto TV app, for instance. You can stream live TV. Many of your competitions are running there. It's there. So let me put it in perspective for you. You've got a young guy around who probably delivers food to offices around him. Today, what does he do? Pizza. You know, today he calls, Ogashegun, what do you want today? Is it this? Do you want moi? Do you want dodo? You know? You can have a WeChat app and person can simply say, oh, I want dodo, I want rice, I want roboto, I want anything. And because it's an app, you know the location, you know the address. He says, okay, and very soon you'll be able to pay within WeChat.
Nice.
And you're there, and you're a young guy. Instead of spending time, you're sitting at home or in your office or in your shop, and you've got an order paid for. Maybe not paid for, but at least you have an order. You can go and deliver.
That's really
nice.
Value. I think I'll take you back to free. How free is it? What's the catch?
So, like I said, it's free. So today, many entrepreneurs are not necessarily techies. You need to spend quite hefty amount, especially if you are building outside of Android. Yeah, but for WeChat, you don't pay. Many of those features that you might want are actually available within the platform. It's so robust that some basic stuff are there. You know, so there's no extra development required. So basic sign up, you learn how the platform works. You can do some basic stuff. So like I said, ordering, you can do some basic things to get the product out. For the small entrepreneur, for the medium-sized entrepreneur. But if then you're a large establishment and you want to go crazy, then you need some extra development. But at the end of the day, it's still free.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. From what I understand now so far, it's almost like it's almost like you have websites. People develop websites and all of that. Then there was now blogs now start coming in. Very easy. What you see is what you get. More or less like WeChat is trying to make it seem very easy, like that blog kind of feel. Something that anybody can do, and they have an app on their own.
Correct.
Nice. Wow. Now that's really, really very, very interesting. Awesome. Okay, now let's talk about numbers. I remember when I first came in contact with WeChat numbers, like, it's a lie, can they have over 2 million. Let's talk about WeChat numbers. I know we came up from China, and then you're moving into this region and all of that. How has it been so far? I mean, the reception, the public, how has it been received so far?
I think it's been great. All you have to do now is download WeChat and register, and you'll be surprised the number of friends you have already there. That's typically the expression I get most times when people download and they're like, okay, my guy is here, my guy is here, my guy is here.
Yeah.
So people are there. So yes, people might not be aware that we're in here, and I say because what you notice is that we follow the Western media, right? Okay. And because WeChat is not originally from the West.
From the West, exactly.
So we might not be available on the Western media, but that doesn't mean things are not happening ground up. So what I see, the WeChat movement isn't necessarily something coming top down. It's more down up.
Okay. Right. When you say, is it that WeChat isn't planning to go into the Western world?
We're already there, but it's not mainstream yet.
How is it? Okay, from where it originated, from China. How is it there in China, really? Let's talk about it in China.
You cannot,
the home ground there.
You can't do anything without WeChat, Weixin in China.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want, and I'll give you some instances, you want to rent a hotel room, you're doing that on WeChat. You want to hail a cab, you're doing that on WeChat. You want to book a flight, you're doing it on WeChat. So it's not just your regular, oh, I'm chatting. It's not your regular, oh, I'm posting something. It's got all that, but you're doing transactions, running services, it's anything.
All right.
So, it's everything. You can't do anything without WeChat, and that's a cool thing. So, for us, and how I put it is that most of the Western applications are two-dimensional. So, I'm chatting, I'm doing this, broadcasting, and that's it. WeChat is more three-dimensional in terms of you can chat, you can do your video calls,
exactly.
You can do your walkie-talkie.
Yeah, let's talk about the features now. Let's break it down. Let's talk about the features on WeChat. Let's break it down.
There are so many exciting features on WeChat. So,
you can start from the most recent, so the ones that are very catchy.
So I think some of the catchy ones are, of course, video calls and voice calls on WeChat. Another cool thing is dynamic emoticons. So instead of your fixed static emoticons, you've got dynamic ones. And the cool thing is that we're now developing African, Nigerian, and West African emoticons. So you're going to start seeing things like Karigo, as in Yorubuchi.
Nice.
You're going to be seeing some really cool things now. Another interesting feature is people nearby. So sometimes you are somewhere and you want to connect with your friends who are around you. Shake. Actually, that's different.
Okay, that's
Shake is actually different. So I'll tell you, Shake is really cool. But people nearby, how it works is it looks at people, WeChat users around you, typically between you and maybe 20 kilometers.
Active or inactive, all the same?
Active.
Okay.
So if you can just connect to them, and if they accept you, then you can be friends. Of course, we take security very seriously. So someone needs to accept you before you can connect with them. But the cool thing is that you can see people around you, and you can meet friends and make new friends around you. Now, the Shake is exciting. I think that's groundbreaking.
Yeah, it is.
Basically, what happens is, you shake your phone. Yeah, and you can connect to anyone in the world who is shaking at that point in time.
That's really amazing.
Mobile platforms. Like, if you're using an Android, if I'm using an Apple, okay.
As long as you're using WeChat.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. So let's break it down. How does it work?
So basically, you go into WeChat.
Okay.
You see a tab called Discovery. Within Discovery, you see Shake. You click on Shake and just shake. And as you shake, anyone who is shaking at that point in time. So what it does is that it looks at the closest person shaking. So really, if someone is shaking around here, I'll connect to that person. If someone is in Indonesia and they're shaking at that point in time, no one is shaking closer, I'll connect to that person.
Wow.
That far?
That far. Anywhere in the world.
That's really awesome.
Anywhere in the world.
It's really, really amazing.
That's some jazz.
Really serious jazz.
No, where are we going to?
If I had a cartoon feature right now, my jaws are like down here.
Like, really, what's
jaws.
Okay,
really amazing.
Now, you also have the walkie-talkie feature and all of that. I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, how does that... Imagine we're into production now, and you know that whole talk back, cut, over, and all that really works well for us. Let's talk about that feature.
So that's really cool. So you talked about here you're doing production. We see that in some institutions. I see them in churches nowadays. You know, the guys doing traffic. So basically, what happens is that you create a group on WeChat,
okay,
and you can use the feature with everyone in that group. So basically, let's say we're all in a group. I set up the walkie-talkie. You get a notification that, oh, Idemudia has started a walkie-talkie. You go in there, and I'm like, hi, Jyro, Mike, I'm here, over. You hear it.
Yeah.
Now
to the whole group.
To the whole group. Now the cool thing is that it's not limited by distance. It's not limited by radio frequency. We're all on the internet. It works. So once you're in that group, you get it, and people can talk. So it's like having a group conversation.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was. I mean, there's so much that's so unique about this WeChat. That means that in a group, instead of just chatting to everybody and sending it, we can all have a group conversation.
Correct.
Voice conversation, and then everybody hears everybody and all of that. Wow.
Correct.
So there's so many platforms in recent times. So many platforms trying to sell different ideas. So give us that very dynamic idea, that selling point, that awesome selling point about WeChat.
So with my experience and what I know, I think WeChat means different things to different people. So, for instance, if you are here in Nigeria and you've got parents in the States or in the UK or wherever, I think voice calls or video calls might be cool for you because you want to talk to them. Okay. If you are the young entrepreneur who wants to take his business to the next level, I think official accounts is for you. If you're that big establishment who is looking for a platform that is easily accessible by market or your audience, I think WeChat is for you. If you're that events person, because you can use WeChat for events, there are a lot of cool things. Believe me, we can't finish it all
Okay,
here.
let's talk about, now you spoke about accounts. Is the official accounts, are they accessible to anybody? Because I know you have different levels of accounts.
Yes.
Now, how do we access those accounts?
So now, are you talking about someone who wants to create it or someone who wants to access it?
No, anybody can access it, right?
Yes.
Okay, someone who wants to create it, who wants to...
So basically what they do is they go to apply.wechat.com. There's a form there because it's an app. It's not, so we need to, they fill the application, it gets to us, we will review it, and we contact it and open it up. It typically takes about a week to set it up.
You're talking about the official account.
The official account. Remember, it's an app.
All right.
So within a week, you've got it set up for you.
And then is there any other level after the official account? Are there other different levels?
At the end of the day, it depends on what you want to do with it.
Okay.
So if you want to do so I'll give you an instance. So there's a cool app that was just launched in South Africa. Basically, it's a location-based service. So on WeChat, you can view any beauty business on the map. It can be spa, it can be hair, it can be nails, it can be anything. You know, so basically you go on WeChat, you click on the map, and you can view. You can now schedule an appointment from within the app on WeChat to have a massage. Now, what we're doing right now, we're integrating payments, so you can actually pay. So the massage owner or the massage business owner is sitting down somewhere, and they've got an appointment for a massage, and they've got payments made. It just makes life easy.
Great. Wow.
Okay, so let's talk about WeChat in Nigeria. Do we have numbers for now?
I'm not officially allowed to share
you're
numbers.
not officially allowed. Okay.
But I can tell we run into the millions in Nigeria already. And we're really doing some really nice, interesting things. So what we've said is that, okay, we have a market that is very young. Over 60% of the population is between less than 35 years. And many of those people are looking for jobs. So one of the interesting things we've done recently is partner with Jobberman and Kairos24, who are job creating platforms to really push WeChat. So on the go, you can apply and possibly get a job on the move within WeChat. Last week we were at Babcock University.
Yes, I saw that you are Babcock. What are you doing in schools and all of that?
So we started that because that set of university students were about to graduate. So the theme of the event was what next after school, you know, and it was focused on women and entrepreneurship. So we were just there showing them what they could do with WeChat. Because to be frank, we know how the market is. Not everybody will get a job. Some people might need to go into businesses for themselves. So WeChat provides an easy platform for that young person to create an app and get their business out there. You know, and in the next few weeks to a month, we're going to be running some events where we're going to bring in people to share their ideas, to share their service ideas, and we'll support them to get their businesses out there.
Okay, now I see all entrepreneurship and all of that. Now, but we have a populace, or should I say, a lot of people are tuned more, you know, the entertainment value. A lot of people love that entertainment value. Is there any way WeChat is doing something when it comes to entertainment, like, you know?
So I'm excited about that, to be frank.
Okay.
Recently, I think it was last week as well, there was a service. I hope I can mention it.
Sure,
there was a service launched which is focused on getting users to download music. mymusic.com.ng. Okay. They're on WeChat today. Okay. Basically, what that service does is, you know, there are a lot of entertainers out there who are not getting royalties, who are not getting money for their hard-earned work because of pirates. So basically, we collaborate with platforms like that to help people get their music out there. And in the next few, let me say, 1 month or so, you'll be hearing more about WeChat in terms of trying to create platforms where entertainers can get their work out there and eventually get paid for their work. Today, if you are not getting an endorsement, and for that you have to be a big player, if you are not in shows, you really don't get money for your product. And at the end of the music and entertainment, it's a product. So we are creating a platform, and I think that's what we're here for, to create that enabling platform where entertainers, business people, whoever you are, can get your product out to the market easily, cost effectively, and get rewarded for it. I think that's what we're here for.
Okay, so let's look at it this way. Where do you see WeChat in the nearest future?
Well,
here, okay, I know it's very big outside there in China, but right here in Nigeria. Where do you see WeChat?
I'll give you
West
some
Africa
numbers.
As a whole, not just...
So I will talk about West Africa, but using Nigeria as a fulcrum. The smartphone penetration in Nigeria is about 15 to 20% of the entire mobile market. So we've got about 80% of the market who are not yet on smartphone. But we thank God for Moore's law taking effect, whereby smartphones are getting cheaper. So today you can get a smartphone for 7,000 naira. Exactly. I see a scenario within the next couple of years where you'll be getting a smartphone for 2,000 naira. So we've got 80% of the market that don't have smartphones. To be frank, those 80% we are coming for you. We are coming for you.
It's on Symbian, by the way.
It's on
Symbian.
We are the first platform to be truly agnostic. When I say agnostic, over the place. So we are on all major mobile platforms. We're on web. We're the first on web.
Exactly, on web.
We are on, if you have a Mac computer, we have a native app there. If you have Windows, we have native.
Same access on the iWatch and all of that.
So the iWatch has WeChat on it. So we are all over the place. You know, you'll be hearing from us. You'll be hearing from us.
Thank you so very, very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so very much. It's been great having you on the show, talking about WeChat. I mean, we've really been enlightened, and yeah, we don't much more to do.
Yeah, they can do much online, definitely. So you go on our Facebook and every other platform, you know more about WeChat. Okay, so how do they, let's say someone wants to get in contact with you or something, wants to get to know more, maybe social media or something? Okay, so of course, we embrace social media as well, though we say we do more. So WeChat Nigeria has a page on Facebook. On Facebook, okay. We also have a page on Twitter. So you can reach out to us there. We'll get back to you immediately. Or you can go, if you want to build an app, go to apply.wechat.com and we'll reach out to you. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. It's been a great show. Very, very enlightening, if I must say. And for those of you there who don't have a WeChat account, go out there, get a WeChat account. We are running a 30-day challenge. We're like day 5 or so, day 5 or 6. And so you've already missed out on some days. So no, you just missed out. There's still very much to gain. You just go out there and plug in a picture, something, very little challenge. And you could be the proud winner of a brand new Toyota
recharge card. Okay, it's good having you on the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's been the Breakfast Show on RTV. I want to give a very big shout out to Olaore Morris. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah.
And, yeah, where the
Turn
cake
up,
at?
turn up,
Where
turn
the
up.
cake at? All right. We'll see you on tomorrow.